Welcome back, librarian. Everything is remembered. Hush House endures. And welcome back to all of you as well. This is Therius, and we are going to continue our journey into Hush House. So I would like to make a lot of pushes. So, okay, last time we finally unlocked this room, but we didn't get at the desk type we wanted, but we did get a new desk, so that gives us a lot of wiggle room. Today I want to keep pushing, because spring is coming. If it is not tomorrow, then it is coming very soon, and we're going to get more money. So I'd like to make a big push into further rooms of the house. I also want to keep to catalog all the books we've got. We finally have this nice wide bookshelf in here. I would like to get in here because this looks like it'll have even more books and bookshelves. But we'll take what we can get. But let's wait until tomorrow because we can't do anything else today. Night has fallen, dawn will come soon. And we got paid. Right, daybreak, memories fade, assistance departs, but the soul is refreshed. What is the weather today? Ooh, it's a gale today. So that's hearts and... whoa, what? Numa, we are at the threshold of... No, come back! Come back! No! Numa, shortest season... Labyrinth season, when the year loses its way, when time is a river and memory a winged bird. In Numa, oddities ripen in the gardens of the Isle. Unexpected visitors arrive. Memory departs. When Numa ends, all memories will vanish with it, even persistent ones. One of every 9 seasons in Brandkrug is Numa, but Numa is the vagabond. Numa has no heralds. Numa might arrive twice in 1 year, or 4 years might pass without the touch of its mists. Okay, so we have these 2 yearly stipends. The yearly stipend from St. Roman's has arrived, along with the usual rather sniffy reminder that I should spend it wisely. River, wheel, flame. Time, it has been called a wheel, but my family perceives it as a flame, coolest at its heart, but wildest at its edge. We'll draw a Numa incident, find a suitable visitor for the current Numa incident, or retire the current Numa incident if there are no visitors left for it. Okay. Numa Brume. Numa's Brumus vapors. Oh. This gives a lot. Iron Spitria and a 1 pound note. We got a 10 crown note. Is this more? I think it's more. Last time we have a silver Spintria now. Occult treasures are purchased with occult coins. Spintriae. Silver Spintria are more valuable and usually display scenes of debauchery on the reverse side. That is why they're associated with Grail. What moves in the mist, drawing a new Numa incident? Is someone en route to Hush House? Aunt Mopsy, collector of proverbs, connoisseur of wines, herald of the hour called Mare in the Tree. That is also an hour I have not heard of before. A matter of knot and tangle. In Numa, visitors will be concerned with the hours honored by the Sisterhood of the Knot. As long as this card remains, pneumatic visitors will have an interest in Grail or Nectar mysteries. Their needs will usually be more exacting than visitors who come during more traditional seasons. Collector of Proverbs, so a matter of knot and tangle. Visited Hush House in a season when the matter of knot and tangle was foremost. 7 nectar. We need a book with 7 nectar. Do we have that? We have 8 nectar here, the berry book, but can she read? She cannot read that. This is something or someone from Numa, the time when seems and is cross swords with history and eternity. Understands Hyksos. understands this sly language well enough to read or teach it. Let's talk to her. Aunt Mopsy. You don't need to invite me in, dear. Someone else already has. Okay. I can identify my visitor's interest and satisfy them with the appropriate book. Oh, I can't do that right now. I should have talked to her about the knot and tangle. But we got her at least for the day, I think, right? So we'll be fine. We'll have time. I can't use my health, so I gotta use my other parts of the soul. Okay, so interesting. Maybe one of these books will have the nectar. In the Mallory, a lively account of the creation of each jewel at the world's beginning. Ooh, this is a 4 mystery lantern, so we can definitely read that. Let's actually try to hire someone. Maybe we can pop open the bedroom or something. And then let us also use this desk. I also don't want to... Hold on. Numa's Bruma's Vapors. We have a memory that gives a lot of aspects we don't have a lot of. So can we utilize this at all is the question. Let me just see if I can craft anything at all. Whoops. Confounding parable. No. I can probably craft a lot with this, but I don't want to. I don't want to spend time on that. So it gives knock, moon, rose, and winter. Knock, moon, rose, and winter. I don't need knock for that. Winter, 8 winter. 10 heart. That's not relevant. Sorry, this is 8, so this goes over here. This is 4, so this can go over here. I don't want to just use all my soul cards up, because I don't know if I can read any of these, so that's why I'm hesitating. Okay, so this is 6, so this can go over here. Whoops. This is 8, that can go there. And notes on binding, so this is 10. And I can't read any of these. Yeah, I can't read that. Wait, this isn't in another language. I thought this was. Okay, so this one is actually miscategorized right now. Yeah, I think we gotta try to categorize. But hold on, let's find a book to read first while we have this powerful memory. Because I think I gotta hope that one of these are nectar of sufficient power. The 3 trees, half the tree. I don't. Okay, hold on. Sorry. So 10. What is our highest moon? We don't have a high moon. So that's not on the table. Because we get 5, we need to find 5 more. There's no way. 10 we can maybe do. Never mind. That 10 is not winter. 8 I can almost definitely do. Because 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus 5 is 8. Yeah, we got the 8 there. So I can do that one. That's forge. This is moon. I don't think I can. I don't have enough for that. Hold on. Does one of these have moon? No, they have moth, but not moon. This is also moon. Oh, snow stories. Lantern, Numa does not give lantern. Knock. 12 knock. I already used my shaft. I could recover it with the clean. So hold on. I could recover it. So 2, 4. We have the hush house key. That's not a tool, is it? No, it's a key. So 2, 4, 9. Do we have a knock tool at all? Is the knife a knock? No, the knife is not knock. I don't think I got... maybe one of the inks we have is knock? No. No. Material. Parchment, I don't need that. Nope. Okay. Let's see. So that won't work. So we can do this winter one. So I think that is what we will do. So we will... this doesn't have winter. This desk is winter. I think both these desks are winter. Yeah, both of these desks are winter. So let's see. Numa, Whist, Sights and Sensations. Winter, a conclusion. I can master this mystery. So I'll read it all together at the end. Okay, so we settled that. So let me see if I can gale this. So 6, yeah, let's, we might as well read this book. We'll use our consider for that. We'll use our, can I use my heart here? Oh, I can. Right, because it's not a desk. Duh. It's me. It is I. Skill. And then memory, gale. Nice. And then we can consider these. Oh, what souls does it want? It wants Faust. Okay. And then maybe one of these will give nectar. Oh, so this is a new color. Solar. But it doesn't have the solar thing here. I'm worried that it's going to be contaminated. Soul, heart, or Faust. Okay, I'll use my heart there. Why not? And then... Oh, I'm already using this desk. 1, 2, 3... Oh, I'm already using all 3 of my desks. Shoot. Oh, well, that's fine. It'll be fine. My visitor has learnt nothing, so let's talk to her about the Not Entangled. If I were only here to cause mischief, dear, and I told you as much, wouldn't that also mean I was here to bring you a message? Try a book with as much mystery as their interest. So let us try that, but let's... Fish swim in water, roots swim in earth, what swims in blood and honey both. Try a book. We'll try this book. I don't think she can read it, though. My visitor can't read Kalasimi. This text is of no use to them. Darn it. I have an idea of the book's nature and its content. So, Solar Gothic period. From the 11th to the early 16th century, the sisters and brothers of St. Brandon's dwelt on the Isle. It was a holy place, a wealthy place, and a center of learning, though a surprisingly obscure one. Then, in 1534, the Bronze King Henry dissolved the foundation, exiled the brethren, and gave the isle to the family de Wolf. Locks and clockwork. It doesn't look contaminated. That's 6 sky. That's not bad. 7 Faces of Icarus in the early... Oh, I didn't even read this one. Against Vitreous. A 14th century treatise on exoteric mechanics and parahydraulics by Abbot Ranulf, best known as a Mason architect. Seven Faces of Icarus. This does not seem contaminated either. This is the Baronial period one. Fur and Feathers, Beasts, Birds, Husbandry, Harvest. In the early 1530s, the last abbot of St. Brandon's, called Roaring Richard, set down his conversations with the illiterate local cunning man, Red Williams. And we have one more book to decipher. What soul? I can only use Foss here. That's fine. Okay, so maybe it will be Nectar. I'm not holding my breath for it, though. Nope. These are all Sky. Damasen Traditions of the House of Leth. Hold on. No, I don't see any... Okay. The House of Leth was an order of immortals who sought obscurity, rejecting their past and future. If the author of this short text is to be believed, the initiates of the Damascene branch were much more radical than their fellows elsewhere. Okay. So, unfortunately, we do not have... Ooh. If we had gardening stuff, we could, like, get cool stuff from here, I think, but... Unfortunately, we don't, but I really like the cool color palette for all of this. Like, look at that. Hold on. I need music. The Velvet's Nameless Name. Oh, that's what this song is called. Oh, I don't want to listen to this one. Oh, are these the only two available during Numa or something? Oh, yep, Numa. Oh, whatever. Rare plants may flourish in Numa. But yeah, this is really cool color palette, mostly purples and greens. Yeah. Oh well. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to find anything of use. Mare's blessing on you and your treat. Dissatisfying. Yeah, I'm sorry, gal. Look. This library, I only had a year to restore it from being, like, abandoned for 7. Cut me some slack. Alright, 8. Oops, come on. This is 4. This can definitely go down here. And this is 6, so this can also go down here. Okay. And where's the book? Okay. I've mastered this and gathered lessons it concealed, the ceaseless tantra. The avant-garde choreographer Nicholas Kirill supposedly incorporated this tantra into his menacing ballets. The ceaseless tantra is devoted mostly to the warnings about the lively creatures called percussagants, but concludes with a chant which can be used to summon them. It observes that percussagants can be taught by dance, but they prefer only one. That which does not cease is not ceased. A memory impulse, weaving and not working. Oh, we already have weaving and not working. So can we use this to upgrade it? I've mastered this and gathered the lessons it concealed. So this is the Etery After, an anonymous erotic novel occasionally claimed to have been written by Ava De Wolf, although at least 2 duels fought in her honor to avenge this slander. The novel graphically details Madame Etree's various imprisonments, ravishments, and escapes in the debauched commonwealth of tinctures and its neighbor, the pious Atraments. It becomes apparent that many of Etree's lovers and pursuers, Catwink, Hoodskull, Nalik, are transparent allegories for inks, and that Etree is an embodiment of the knowledge pinned to paper, to her mingled delight and dismay. The author only half commits to the metaphor, though, and it is clearly at and is clearly at least as interested in titillations as revelation. Inks of containment. Oh, it gave 2. Why did it give 2? So can I... How do I upgrade? Because I don't want to lose all these, right? But not all mirrors might be broken. Had the skill not yet been connected to the tree, Numa would have offered you an unusual action. Hold on. Perhaps to consider a matching skill. Use this lesson to acquire a new skill. Yeah, I gotta do that. So let's do that. I think we gotta focus on that because actually we will lose these. Hindsight 2 winter 1 scale. So this actually matches. But okay, this can go here. Whereas this can go up here. No, no, up here. No, okay, right there. Another leaf on the tree of wisdoms. Yeah. So how do I upgrade them? Lesson. Moment of the soul with matching. Shoot, what does it give? Moon and so Trist I have to use. And a memory? I have to use a memory? So increase its aspect will help the crafting and make it suitable for higher branches in the tree if you haven't already committed. So we'll do that, and then hopefully we can also do that with lessons. We need a... Hold on, lesson. We need... We have memory impulse. Okay, that's fine. That has moth. Okay, alright. All skills, powers, honesters have also increased. Cool. Where's my not working? My weep working? Whatever. Memory wait, hold on. Do I have to level weaving and not working, or can I level something else? I can, as long as the elements match, but I don't have I have the occult scrap. And then, so which of my heart or moth would I want to level up? This would give me more moth. This gives me more heart. So it's basically, this isn't part of the conversation right now. So it's this, or this. This gives moth and knock, but I already have 2 knock here. This gives heart. I think we do need heart. But which one would I rather? This is effective against infestations. I already committed this to this, so this is not committed, right? How do I tell if it's committed? Committed, okay, so hold on. Committed. So this is committed. So this is not committed, this is not committed, and this is not committed. And I can't level up any of these. This is tough. I think the weaving and not, or we'll just keep it simple. We'll do weaving and not working. But okay, so we didn't lose those. Because that could have been really bad if that was any later in the season. But yeah, so now it gives 3 heart and 2 moth. And this gives 3 winter and 2 moon. Effective against theoplasmic contamination. Okay. Alright. Anything else I can do with this fet? I can fortune tell, but that gives like nothing. No, I think we're just gonna call it a day. We have to, well, might as well. It's money, right? I shouldn't just throw money down the drain. Never mind. Wait, why is this taking... Heralds and Imperials, they'll be gone by morning. Until then, I could offer my services for payment. I might regret it. Wait, hold on. Uncanny labors. I didn't realize... What's the weather gonna be? Okay, we're in spring now. Somebody's coming for current affairs. Is this gonna be like, am I gonna be like damaged or something? Afterwards, I don't remember what work I performed except in Sense and Sensations, leaf mold, a rhythmic musical clicking like melodious castanets, soft blue flame like antique gaslight, and cold. I remember that where we went, it was cold. I only got, oh, I got a silver spin trio for that. That's not bad. Gold spin trio. Occult treasures are purchased with a occult coin. Spin trio. Gold spin trio display scenes that are not visible to mortal eyes on the reverse side. Interesting. Arab. Weston Grin Red is what the early monks of St. Brandon's called it. That old green sickness. The raptness of desolation, the terror of the waste, and it is upon me now. The wood, the wood, the wood. So Arab is the part of our soul that is, it's called the cellar, right? Hold on, maybe I can find a description of it in here. No. It's like the cellar of the soul, it's passion, hatred, etc., etc. So it's the lowest metaphysical part of our soul. And the lowest metaphysical part of the dream is the wood. That old green sickness, the raptness of desolation, the terror of the waste, and it is upon me now. The wood, the wood, the wood. So somehow, Western Greed maybe links this part of our soul with the wood in some way, which is a dark and chaotic part of the dream. But how do we fix it? Malady tainted when you're exposed to dangerous influence. Sometimes when you fail tasks, maladies cannot be exhausted, but your soul is altered and weakened if they go untreated. So how do I treat you again? I have to rest in a bed, right? But I have to rest in a bed that shares a soul restore. I could cure this malady with bed rest, something suitable to drink, and enough of the relevant aspect. Check the malady card for details. So I need 5 forge. So I need nourishment or something that has forge. So let's see. Forge. No, I need to find something with forge in it. But I don't have anything with forge. So, I know... Hold on. I know there's like these things in here. Anything that give a decent amount of forge. There's the, shoot. Whoops. Did not mean to pick you up. How do I do that by accident? Who knows? Restored with forge. So maybe if I'm in a bed with forge... Hold on. So I can use soul, I can use skill, I can use a memory. I don't have metal yet. So I don't have forge. But this bed gives is forge. So I would need memory and a restorative beverage. This is restorative. No, it's not restorative. Shoot. This gives 2 forge, but I don't think I can use it. Shoot. Hold on. Let's, we have a level 2 ink thing. Maybe this will give forge. Metal. Okay, this will put metal if we put it in home, of course, too, but... So ink is a containment. The inks in which the histories are preserved. When it is safe. So this is preservation. Certain knowledge is forbidden to mortals, except in 9 great libraries protected by the Covenant stones they hold, where this knowledge can be safely recorded in the inks called Encostum Terminal. These libraries are together called the Watchman's Tree, and the Covenant marked by these stones share that name. All this, then, is a matter of preservation. Or, when it is permitted, certain knowledge is forbidden to mortals unless it's wisely contained. This law is named Calyptra. The enforcement of this law is named Calyptra also. The 3 hours who enforce it share that name. They permit that knowledge to persist only in certain sanctioned places, and the most dangerous secrets must only be recorded in the inks called Encastum Terminal. Horocrosry teaches us Calyptra's importance. I would personally put it in preservation. But I think we should put it in the second tier because we also need metal. Will, self-discipline, that part of us which makes the right choice. So let's do that. So this is now properly assigned. But why forge to cure this? Is the question. Anyway, this gives 2 forge, so we just need to find 3 forge from something else. Maybe now that we have metal, we can actually read one of these forge books. I don't think so, though. 8. No, we don't have anything. Hold on. So we can pretty much see what skill they give, right? So this is moth. This is a moth skill. This is a nectar skill. Edge, nectar, lantern, edge, sky, heart, knock, and sky. So I don't need any of those. Did any of these give memory that gave forge? I don't think so. How would I get a forge memory? This gives 1 forge, 2 forge. That may be our best bet. Is it restorative? It is. So that's 4 forge. So we just need something, a memory that gives 1 forge. We got foresight from our journal at the very beginning. I think that gave lantern and forge or something. Is there a food that gives more forge? No, all the honeys wouldn't give forge. No, I don't think we have anything else that would give forge. Yeah, How do I get, even if it's just a piddly forge memory, how do I get a forge memory? We need to find a book. So we need to try to find a book that gives forge memories. So we should just try starting to read these. I want to do nectar. We don't have... we have 1 from here. 2, so we would just need something that gives 2 nectar. We would need the right weather, but we don't have any weather today, so that is not on the table. Shoot, our Arab is the one that gave Grail. So we can't do the skeleton songs, but we can do... Didn't we have a lantern book? Yeah, the lantern in the Mallory. The Mallory is a living account of the creation of each jewel at the world's beginning. So the Mallory is basically a giant forge. It is where the Forge of Days, an hour that reigns over Forge, lives. So this may give us a memory that gives us Forge. So, Faust, do we have any lantern skill? I don't think so. What is this? Oh, it's all skill. I don't think, yeah, we don't have any lantern, unfortunately, but we have that ink. I don't know if I want to use that ink. Shoot. Do we have a book that gives lantern as a thing? I don't think we do. I mean, it's probably, we probably don't need to solve this today. I would just like to solve it as soon as possible. Let's, we can do this one though. We'll consider this. We'll do Sky Stories. And what does this give? Feather and Furs. Okay, our soul... Oh, we don't have a memory. Shoot. I really need to categorize this. I wish it told us what memory it gave. Shoot. I think both of these gave pattern. This gave... I don't think it was pattern. Shoot, we definitely need a memory. Let's, this gave fear, which gave scale. 4 edge. We have metal, which gives 1 edge. What do we have for tools again? We have the knife, which gives 2 nectar. Ooh, this gives 2 nectar. Hold on. I'm going to put this up there. So we can actually read this, I think. Maybe. Can we? Yes, we can. We just need a... Ah, shoot. Hold on. This gives scale. This gives nectar, grail, and edge. And this is scale, heart, and nectar. Scale... Can I use this here? I can, so can I use this here? Here. Okay, so that's 4 nectar. And this book. Full flower, I can master this mystery. Okay. Alright. Is someone en route to Hush House? Mr. Peter Agdistis. Musician, mystic, impresario. Agistus was a dancer once. One cannot see him without knowing it. The wound in his thigh keeps him from the stage, but his every movement still has the cadence of a prayer. So he's interested in heart and sky, which I think are both, no, Grail and Sky. So let's talk to him about the mystery. How do you do, librarian? I crave your assistance. Apollo and Marcius. The score had been thought lost, and I am pleased to say I played my small part in its recovery. It is rather old. I have been asked to help arrange it to suit, contemporary expectations. We definitely have the books for that. So we'll give him the same book we gave the other girl. I knew that I would not regret coming here, and not only for the knowledge you have shared, I could grow to love this place, librarian, even at its grayest. Perhaps I am coming to understand why you have set aside the world and made Brandkrug your home. It is a very nice place. I would love to live here. Are you kidding me? It's haunted ghosts and stuff. Like, even despite that, beautiful place. Okay, so what else can we read? We're reading one book. Can we read this? We haven't. Wait, hold on. We are reading a book, right? Yes. We can probably read this. Yeah, we can read this. So here we'll put our Faust in, and then Sky Stories. And then what about any other easy 4s? Lantern's not an easy 4. Edge is also not an easy 4. Okay. Perhaps I'm coming to understand, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we got a bronze Spintrier from that. We got 2 gold Spintrier, which is nice. Yeah, so I think we're just chilling today for the most part. What happened? What happens? Okay, so this book is, what is it? 3 Flowers Hath the Tree. Ehrenstein Peterhans records her observations of the growth of trees and flowers around the isle and the omens and portents she attempts to draw from them, particularly the yew tree in Earl Bryan's meadow, whose flowerings are sometimes eccentric. We'll put that back in our inventory. So we got Memory Gossip, frivolous but tasty. And Lessons, Leaves and Thorns. I've gained more understanding of leaves and thorns. We will definitely consider that, because it'll be nice to finally have a nectar skill. But this is 1 chalice and 2 rose. We don't have any low-level rose books. Increase relevant aspects. Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. I can add soul to it in the middle of reading it? What? Seriously? That changes so much. 7 Faces of Icarus. In the early 1530s, the last abbot of St. Brandon's, called Roaring Richard, set down his conversations with the illiterate local cunning man, Red William. Red William describes the 7 forms in which he goes about and under the world: viper, cat, fox, eagle, dove, boar, and crow. Abbot Richard ingeniously fits these all into a framework of solar belief. According to Abbot Richard, each of the Red William's forms is closer to the sun and is increasingly winged with virtue. Richard draws an analogy with the waxen wings of Icarus. Hypocrisy and false virtue will melt before the sun's heat, and so sincerity and untrammeled expression of the self are the utmost piety. It's worth noting that only a year or 2 after Richard wrote this book, John Tregonwell was so appalled by the debaucheries of the monks of St. Brandon's that he recommended the monastery's immediate dissolution. Memory fear. Interesting. Why fear? Lessons and furs. Scale and sky. Probably more scale, going by the color. Leaves and thorns. There is no sense without sorrow. Okay, so these books can both go up here in the on the finished side. Hold on, so I can use multiple soul cards? That completely changes everything. Oh, I can put this tool back. I should probably keep all my tools and... I mean, it just feels right there, you know? It just feels like that's its home. That's where it lives. Oh, I didn't read this. Oh, this is the Mansis. The Mansis. There have been many attempts to depict the House of the Sun. This, by the visionary painter known only as the Magyar, is the best known. It's signed and dated. If it's really the original, it must count as one of the great treasures of the house. I wish I could zoom in so we could get a better look at the Mansis. But, you can see the general shape here. So, the glory is the sun up here. And the glory is light and knowledge. And the wood is like this kind of, you can see like a tree thing at the bottom. This is where we enter. Here are the bounds. The Mallory is up here. It's the like where the forge is and stuff. White door is here. Stag door is here behind the candle. A spider door here. And then, wait, what door is that? The peacock door is up here. What door is this one? Is that a door? Am I going crazy? It's hard. It's all blurry, so it's hard. I really wish like we could actually see the full paintings. That would be nice. Oh yeah, we should probably read this stuff, right? Somewhat pocketed with cigar burns. Philemon, Empress Westcott liked to name his hunting trophies after former rivals, whom he said trophies represented. So Philemon, Travis, and why is this one longer? Oops, sorry. Whom or adversaries whom. So why does this one have or adversaries? Is it just it probably just got lost in the correction, like to unify them or whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So 9th librarian, 10th librarian, 12th librarian. So are we the 13th librarian? Is that it? Oh yeah, maybe these have... This has forge, that's a material though. These are all material, none of these are drinkable. Serpent milk, no. No. We just need a forge memory, so it doesn't even need to be that potent. It doesn't even need to be a good forge memory. It just needs to be a forge memory. But we have metal. What has edge? Shoot. Do we have any memories with... Oh, I can maybe use this to garden now. Right? Garden. See blessed pears in summer and autumn, and Numa, the shining pear. Knowledge. Harvest takes effort as well as knowledge. Add a soul card. The earth is quiet, not barren, only sleeping. Harvest is possible in a different season. I see. So because we are in spring, summer, and Gluco in winter. So we are in spring, right? Yeah. So this isn't a harvest season. I see. But so nothing in spring. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what's this? Chuck's mead. We should put that in the Oh, moth orchids in spring and summer. So we can try here. Exertion. Moth orchid is soft as velvet to the touch, except when it changes. What does that mean? I'm sorry, what does that mean? We can put the mead down here. Oops. Fur and feathers, beasts, birds, husbandry, and harvest. 2 sky, 1 scale. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to see what the weather's going to be tomorrow, and then we can maybe decide how we're going to approach the day. Moth orchid is soft. Moth orchid, the true moth, the flower that opens as it changes. Okay. We don't have enough time to do another harvest. But so we got some moth orchid. Let's put it somewhere nice. We can put it up here now that we don't have a bunch of books. Yeah, I think that looks nice up there. Does this have any spring? Cat's claw in spring, so we can do that tomorrow. This is cat's claw again. Okay, so we can get some cat's claw tomorrow. Cool. And so they used to say in my youth, blah 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 blah. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Daybreak. Memories fade, assistance departs, but the soul is refreshed. What is the day? The day is sunny. so we can get some sunny stuff. Okay. Maybe I should... This is a lantern desk. Maybe I should try to read this one. We can put our soul in here. We can put that in there. Do we have a lantern memory? We do not. And I don't think we have a lantern tool. So let's just start, and then we can keep an eye on it. Maybe it'll ask for Faust. Or ask for another soul, like the one did before. There's still a chance. Okay, extra effort. Oh, interesting. Okay, and that's good to know that that's a thing I can do. The known unknown Tantra. Carlos Garcia Sari, the aesthetic mystic of the Pyrenees, was known to recite this in 3 languages, though he had never visited the subcontinent. The known unknown Tantra describes a journey to the white door of the mantis, which speech ceases. It describes a mantra which can be used at the right place and time to achieve that door. The light of a lantern can only ever reveal the space between the forest shadows. Watchman's paradoxes and memory revelation. That's a good memory to have, but it's not quite what I want right this moment. But no, our Faust is... Shoot, our Faust is exhausted. Well, let's learn this. So Watchman's paradoxes. So the Watchman is an hour that it like governs. I don't know if he's a piece of the sun or not, but he governs knowledge. It is a 2 lantern, nice. So we can actually still learn. We can still read a 4 book. That amber preserves and is preserved by light. That to hatch is not to die. That the sun. There is a place behind the world called the mantis. Deeds that would be impossible in the world are inevitable there. The watchman, who knows all the ways of the mantis, also knows how to make these deeds possible in the waking world. Oh, this has illumination. Maybe we can actually attune it. We can. Illumination or nectodromy. From light, our dreams are shadows cast by the watchman's light, so we perceive him even in our shadow. This is illumination. That gives another Faust. Do I want another Faust? I already have 2. I kind of want to save this to see what I can put, what it gives us when we put it there, because we already have 2 Faust, so we probably don't need another. But yeah, let us consider the 4 book, and we'll consider it with this memory and the Watchman's thing, and we do have to put something there. Let us, and we'll, I guess, work in the meantime. What is this book going to give us, though? Anberry and Lapidary. Lightning is a little life and jewels are its eyes. Ava Daywolf. I like Ava. She sounds like a cool gal. From what we've seen of, mentioned of her, she seems like a cool gal. Okay, so... Yeah, I think tomorrow we'll definitely aggressively try to spread into the house. In the Mallory, a living account of the creation of each jewel at the world's beginning. Watchman's paradoxes. Oh yeah, we got that. Lively, yes, but also entirely nonsense. Pearl, the tears of the forgotten moon, caught by the lionsmith in his net. Rudy, Ruby, the blood of the first bird, strung by the lionsmith's hammer. The author is either terribly misinformed of the nature of the hours, or one begins to suspect intentionally throwing up a smokescreen to confuse seekers of the invisible arts. But there are some useful crumbs of fact to be picked out of the daft and gaping cracks. Lesson Anaberry and Lapidary. And Memory Foresight. Nice. Ooh, this gives 2 Forge. Cool. Okay. So we're going to learn this. Does this give Forge? This gives Forge and Sky. Hopefully it gives more Forge than Sky. So we can actually heal now, I think. We could do list here. So I think we actually have enough to heal. So that... with... Oh, we need to serve... Hold on. We need to serve a cup of this first. Pour out. So, Arab will meddle with some of that. And Memory Foresight. Cure my malady. I need warmth and bread and brightness as I rest. You supplied enough Forge. Ooh, that's gonna take 3 minutes. Another leaf on the tree of wisdom. Ah, shoot. This gives more Sky than Forge. That is unfortunate. Ah, well. Oh, we can categorize... I mean, not categorize it. We can put it on our shelf now. And then we will see what the... We'll see what the day offers with the weather tomorrow. I do like how it automatically slows down when the new day comes out. So Grail and Nectar. So my Arab is still being used. Offer from Oriflames. Oriflame, this is the Imitations of Skin. Fiendishly complex, weirdly distorted illustrations of Congress and anatomy by the haunted visionary painter Niels Friedrich Malskier. We have enough to afford that. Let's see. So it's raining. Oh, we can use this. Where's our grail? Oh, that our Areb. Do we have a grail skill at all? We do. We do. Okay, so we can read this. We'll use this. We'll use... Chore gives grail, right? That's 2. And then we'll use the rain. And anything else? No. So we don't have an edge memory yet. A proper edge memory. What does Skeleton Songs give? It looks like it gives a moth memory. Birth and death are only directions. Between the two, we find a crossroads. Resurrection and emergencies. Time, peace, recovery. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So we don't have to worry about losing that or anything. Unfortunately, they are exhausted. Oh, shoot. Let's see if we can at least get someone in a house. Okay, I've mastered this and gather lessons it concealed. The Skeleton Songs, poems of greedy delight, composed by the possibly pseudonymous, whatever, Arabelle Dusk, the rumored heiress turned madman turned poetress. Grail birth. In Arabella's introduction, she explains that the book was to be illustrated, but that the Suppression Bureau would not permit it. She hints that the illustration still exists somewhere. The book is dedicated to Sir Parzival of the Red Cup. The 26 delightful fruits, the seven chastisements, the 9 garden, the 4 regrets. Beguiling memory, a sweet enchantment of a song, 2 sky and 2 grail. resurgences and emergences. Let's read that when we get the opportunity, which we can do right now. Seek usual help. So she's what? I have too many things. Passing by a surrealist painter. So, so Grail, Moth, and Rose. So we can do the dimly lit chamber. Do you think this has another desk? I don't think it does. It looks like a piano or something. But it probably has. It does look like it has some bookshelves, which will be nice to have. There's also this up here, which, yeah, we'll hire her. We'll hire her. Pay ½ crown. Fetz gives Rose, right? Which we do not have right now. I'm sure we have a drink or something that gives Rose. Imitations of skin. Nice. Nice. Okay. That does not give Rose. That does not give Rose. This does not give Rose. This does not give Rose. I know I have something that gives Rose. Hold on. Nothing up there. Nope. Nope. This gives Rose. Cool. So we'll talk to her. Do you want some coffee at 9 p.m.? Do you want some coffee at 9 p.m.? I know how to treat my guests right. Birth and death are only directions. Between the two, we find a crossroads. So unfortunately, that gives more Moth than Grail. That's sad. I'm sad now. I'm devastated. Alright, down the Grushians. So where do we want her? Do we want... I think we want the... the bedroom probably does not offer a desk. This has the possibility of giving us a desk at least. Von Lauren's old protections hang heavy in the air here, clouding the air with shadows. I'll need counter-influences to unwind them. So wait, this is 8 Grail, so this can go over here. Oops. Whoops. Let's see. Ooh, this has a lot of books. Okay. Bookshelf. Oh, no. Reading room. Visitors were usually permitted this far into the house, and no further. In the days when the librarians commanded the services of the fine takers, visitors were sometimes even left unsupervised. Curia, Baronial, Nocturnal, Solar, and Dawn. Okay. This gives more of that coffee that we used. This desk reading room. Okay, this has heart. This is a desk with heart. Oh, this is all just one giant desk, huh? Okay. The book wheel is a De Wolf heirloom, a gift to Ava De Wolf from her admirer, the adept Franklin Bancroft. The desk and lectern were much more recent. Steel plaques on both read, to Gervinus von Lauren, in gratitude for his assistance in the closing of the winding stair, E. Abby Hastings, Nocturnal Secretary, 1928. Cool. Let's, I think we have just enough time to do a spree of cataloging, so let us do that. This will take a heart card, right? So let's just catalog all of this. Catalog will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soul. Oh, I can't use my heart there. Let's use Faust. And then here, what soul does it want? It wants... We'll do Faust. More desks over here. What do you want? You want just whist. Okay. And what do you want? You want my heart, don't you? Oh, you won't take my heart. I thought you would. I thought you were scale. I am wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we're doing right now. Okay, and then we might have enough time for just one more round. Maybe not. Opening the Sky. An unusual recording of Varro's Opening the Sky, composed for the coronation of the new king, Henry IX. The record bears the suppression stamp expunge. Strings and songs. The harmony of the lower skies are here reproduced. Okay. I don't think I have anything that lets me play this, though. Journal of Thomas De Wolfe. We can worry about that later. The Shadow and the Stare. Cool. That gives another coil and chasm, so we can use that to upgrade our glimmerings. Okay, we'll collect that. Just verse. This is 6, so where did it go? It went outside. I threw it outside into the rain, where it belongs. Hold on. We'll collect that. We'll collect that, and we'll collect that. So I think we have just enough time to do one more. Start. And I need to get this. So where are we going to put these? This can go here, right? Yeah, nice. This is 10, so this is definitely over here. This is 6. This is 6 rows, though. This is 4. That might be the next thing we read. This is 6. Wait, hold on. Okay. Alright. And shaft. Where can I use shaft? It's forge or knock. And let's do the last of the baronial period. And see what that gives us. Hopefully it's just in time. Yes, cool. Now I have an idea of the book's nature. Yep. Deaths of the Moon. This is 8. None of these were contaminated, right? I sure hope not. Glass blowing and vessel crafting. Okay. Collect and collect. Okay, so this is 6. Shoot, we're running out of... I'll put it down here, I guess. And this is 8. Okay. So I actually think we will pause for the night here. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a great day. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.